Hi. How are you doing? Today, I'm going to spend Daddy's cash dollar. I'm so excited about that. Let me check. I'm going to be bragging about spending Daddy's cash dollar, but he left the money at home. Hey, hectic. Today's task is to take myself out on a date. You know what an extreme sport is? Vlogging out in public, child. There's this drink that helps ask me to fish. I can't seem to find it. And I thought that they had these wellness shots in here. But I guess they're not there anymore. You're cruising. This is my life now. Every shop I get into, I have to make sure that I buy Pampers. You? This is the life. So hold on tight. Well, I don't know whether to check Calpo or Panadol. But I hear a lot of people like Calpo. How much is it? There's no price here. So I saw this. I thought it was a bit unconventional, putting charcoal with marshmallows. But I thought to myself, that's actually quite a good idea. So that you can make s'mores. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. So these really pretty flowers in this little bush that I'm about to walk through. I hope no one sees me and they think that I'm weird, but anyway, I don't care. Like, what is life without joy and enjoyment? Let me actually start picking from here because I don't think I saw this kind down there. Let's see. But actually, no. Let me do it further down because I'm still a little shy, you know. Look how gorgeous these are. No, I don't know. That looks like it's gonna be itchy. Let me try. It's actually not bad. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. I know some of you are allergic to grass, are probably itching right now just watching me walk through here, but it is what it is, fam. Look how pretty these are. Wow. I saw some breed of grass when I was going there and I was like, if I pick it now, it might be a bit too early. And now, for the life of me, I can't remember where I saw it. This really sucks. It was so beautiful. I'll keep walking. If I don't see it, it was good. At least I managed to set my eyes upon it. That's what matters, right? Just enjoying some moments. I found it, but in picking it, I made a mistake. And most of them flowered. Like, I dropped a lot of the little pretty things on the top there. I think I'm going to make a wish somewhere. Just blow them away because they're so delicate. I didn't realize they're that delicate. But look how beautiful. Look at that detail. Wowza. There's some social media gent. I forgot his name. I always forget his name. But anyway, he's popular for coining that term that says, Hansichi, grapes or something like that. Yeah, sensitive skin problems, bro. Hectic. I don't remember this happening at all. So life got the best of me. Was that when I uploaded the first day of 30 Days of Loving Time? I think it was on Friday. Something very bad happened on my YouTube channel. I accidentally deleted the January dump video. That really hurt my soul to the core because I'd worked on that video for literally the whole month. And the more I watched it, the more I just fell in love with the editing that I was doing, finding the right music to put to set the right mood and all of that. And just deleting it and just 1 second. By mistake, it really just set me off, man. Yeah, it was really bad. Just remember making my husband and I some lasagna because it's one of my absolute favorite foods. Because I needed that comfort food, you know. The rest is history. For like the last 2 days, I've just been working extremely hard, pushing myself too far. Even when I felt like, my pinched nerve is acting up, I kept on going just so I don't think about it. And I feel like that is not self-care. That is not self-love. Like pushing yourself too hard just to distract yourself from something. So I feel like this was fitting. Today's exercise was to meditate. I didn't do the one for yesterday, which was to list 10 things that I love about myself. So I am going to be doing that right now, all together. Love that for me. I take this YouTube too seriously because it actually affects my mood when things don't go according to plan. I feel like I need to know how to balance that out. You know, you can be passionate about something, but don't let it affect you that much when it doesn't work out. I feel like that is a note to self. Not English. That is a note to self. So actually, no. It was supposed to be celebrate your wins, list 10 things you love about yourself, then meditate and yoga and learn to forgive yourself. Oh, guys, everything's just fitting. Everything's just falling into place. And as much as deleting my video on YouTube was such a huge thing, this is so fitting. Like, learn to forgive yourself. Mistakes happen, right? And also the meditation video that I chose, out of the 38 million videos on YouTube, I had to choose that one. Just so fitting. The narrator was telling me to focus on one problem that's giving you anxiety and remove every judgment that you have around it. And then you'll see that, it's actually not that big of a deal.
First, I'd like to invite you to gently close your eyes and take a nice, slow. Those judgments and the stories we tell ourselves about it often become bigger than the situation itself.
It's not the end of the world. Just because you've got all these judgments around it, right? You will start to cloud everything else. Like, it will make it seem even bigger than it is.
Focus on you, making yourself your first priority.
And I feel like that's exactly what happens with me, especially with the self-sabotage and everything. Like, I start to think too much. Like, you don't need to do that, guys. This is the biggest gift I've given myself. 30 days of loving self. I'm loving it already, and we're not even a third into it. Love it. I'm going to forgive myself for this mistake. Mistakes happen, and we learn from them. I'll just be more vigilant when I am doing things, be more present when I'm doing things to avoid any further mistakes happening. The meditation was absolutely amazing. I feel like I'm going to be setting apart 10 minutes every day just to do that, just to gather myself, just to center myself one more time, especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, I've got a tendency to just think too much and have these panic attacks. I feel like meditation is definitely a thing that will be sticking around for a lot longer than usual. And my wins, my YouTube channel, I absolutely love it. I've learned so much from this YouTube channel. I've learned that I actually have always loved being in media. It's always been something in my radar. I just hadn't started yet. Let me tell you a fun fact about myself that you probably don't need to know, but I'm going to share anyway, because as y'all know, this is my journal. My YouTube channel is my journal. So I was applying for uni, and yeah, of course I ended up going to Russia and stuff, but I actually applied to UCT. I forgot for which program. I think it was the same, international relations. Was it? Yeah, it should have been international relations. And then they said, unfortunately, we cannot offer you a place for international relations. However, we can offer you media. And then I was like, media? What? What am I going to do with that? And I feel like that was God's way of actually just trying to steer me into that right direction, into that path where I am destined to be in. But, I feel like everything happens for a reason. I had to go through this Russia route to find myself, to learn a new language, to meet people from different cultures. It's a win-win either way. A win is a win. A win is a win, child. God has his intentions for you, that is for sure. And in as much as you can try to run away from it, I'm going to talk about Jonah and Nineveh. I remember talking about this with Hubs and I was laughing with him. I literally said, babe, imagine coming home to your wife after 3 days missing. One who's not the fish. What is that? Like, God just puts you in these situations that should put you back. You know, you can try to run away from your fate, but you will be back. I'll give you time to fly away, my little bird, but you will be back. I love that. My YouTube channel has been great. It's made me realize my true passion, which is media. Just being in front of the camera, even behind, I'm great at that, editing and all of that, putting together information. It's been so amazing. That is my win. And also, I think this one, I was telling my hubs as well earlier on today that, babe, this Mother's Day, I'm gonna go all out, because last year I was pregnant and just sick. But this time, being a mom is such a big win, because just experiencing this, it's just been so beautiful. It's actually also helped my relationship with my mom, because now I'm like, wow, mom, you really went through all this. Yes, I got it. You sacrificed a lot, you know, to put me where I am today, but feeling it, going through the same things that she went through, like, it's just made me fall in love even more with my mommy. I remember yesterday I posted my mom and dad on my status, and then a friend that I made while I was in Qatar, was like, I now get it why you love your mom so much, like, she's just amazing. And I was like, yes, I'm so glad you see it too. Being a mom and also building on my relationship with my mom. I know I said in the previous one, on the first video about loving Tandy, I said I wanted to be more intentional about my relationships with my husband, my parents, my child, everybody that I love, everybody whom I hold dear to my heart. So I guess that could be a 2-in-1, so that's 3. Everything that I've conquered, beating depression, finally learning how to deal with death and loss and grief, you know, that's a step in itself. Like, I'm still getting there. I'm still processing my emotions about all of that, and yeah, healing as we go. It takes time. It's not just gonna happen overnight. Yeah, and just like me working on self, guys, if I tell you 10 years ago, I don't want to say I was a mess, but really and truly I was a kid, you know, still figuring it out. I'm so proud of how far I've come, like, in discovering myself. Like, there's so many things that people actually say to me, like, Tandy, do you remember this time? And I'm like, I don't remember any of that. Like, I feel like, I don't want to say I was self-absorbed, because that's not really me. Like, I always used to think about other people and consider their feelings and everything. But there's a lot of things, like, yes, the right phrase I'm looking for is, I wasn't really present in many things. I was just, you know, existing and not living, which I'm glad I've finally taken that step to say, you know what, sis, no, be more present, be more here, be more alert about your surroundings and everything that's going on. So that's a big win for me. Now, to knock off this video, I'm going to end it on a very high note that I absolutely love, which is listing 10 things that I love about myself. First of all, I love my personality. I love that I'm so bubbly and happy most times. Yeah, I love that I am capable of just making other people happy and making other people laugh. I love my skin, and as much as this hormonal hyperpigmentation irritates me at times, I genuinely love the natural glow that it has. I love my body. I absolutely love it. I don't remember ever having any body image dysmorphia issues, which that's a very big thing, and if you can't control it, it can actually eat at you. And yeah, I really sympathize with people who may go through that, and at the same time, I'm so grateful that I've never had that, like, situation where I'm like, oh, I don't like my titties, I don't like my bum. Like, I'm just very content with the skin I'm in. I love my body, like, absolutely. Actually, that's a lie. There was a time I actually sat my parents down, guys, and I was like, Mom and Dad, I want to have a boob job. I don't like my titties. Yes, I know that's weird, like, to some people, but one thing that I've loved about my parents that they've given my brother and I is that we could talk to them about absolutely anything, and I never felt, and I never feel alone because I know I can just talk to them about absolutely anything. And my dad was like, you know what, you're perfect, you don't need any of that. And yeah, I feel like that's a great job. They've done a great job in that department of being parents, of instilling and pouring love into your child so that they can have that self-love. So thank you so much, mommy and daddy, and thank you for that day, because ever since then I've never had any other body issues. And I'm like, I don't like this, I don't like that. You know, I love my teeth, my smile, even though, like, for some people they're like, Tanya, you used to suck your thumb and your teeth are like this. I'm like, I absolutely loved my teeth even though they were like that. My smile was still very much beautiful even before the braces and after. So yeah, I think that is 4 or 5. Like, I love my smile. 5 more things that I absolutely love about myself. Oof. I don't like talking about myself. I'm so sorry. I love thinking about it, but saying out loud or talking about it, like when people ask me to write personal statements and stuff, I'm like, cringe face. But yeah, 5 more things that I love about myself. I love my fashion sense. I love how I can just put pieces together and how I can also style absolutely anybody. It doesn't matter, male, female, non-binary. I just know when I look at something or someone, I know how to style it. Not just clothing. In my household, I know that I can put this there and make it beautiful, you know. Feng shui, I'm so good at that as well. 7th thing that I absolutely love about myself. Guys, I'm struggling. 3 more things. I love that I can speak other languages other than the ones that I'm used to back in my home country, which is just English, Shona and Ndebele. I love that. It's such a great conversational starter when I'm like, I studied in Russia. And they're like, oh, great. Do you speak Russian? And then, you know, it's just amazing. I love that about myself. Number 8, 10 things I love about myself. Funny enough, I absolutely love my feet. I love how great they look in shoes, but I guess that's also part of body. So does that really count? Yes, it does, because 10 things I love about myself. I love that I forgive quickly, because I feel like if you just continue holding on to things, it may eat at you, and also it's just not healthy for you and the person that, you know, you may have had a falling out to. Like, life is just too short. I love that. I love that I can quickly forgive and just, it's okay, it is what it is. People make mistakes. Personality, that covers quite a lot, doesn't it? Because music sense, fashion sense, yeah, all of that is all in there. So yeah, I guess those are the 10 things that I can think of at the top of my head that I absolutely love about myself. I will be continuing with this. This has been so great. Like, I love how, like, the setback was actually going to help me with my to-do list of that day with the 30-day Loving Tandy series, which is so awesome. Like, I feel like everything just works together for your own good, doesn't it?